Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 12 of Road to 5 Million, where we're taking another load of Halloween treats from St. George, Utah to Riverton, Wyoming. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so I've already booked the load because if we go to the freight market and look, keeping with my train of thought of picking up where we delivered, we're at the Home Depot. And there's one load, and it pays like crap. These don't pay too bad, but when you go back over here to the external contracts, I don't know if they beefed these loads up or what. So we had one of those coming out of Home Depot going to, where's it at? Riverton. Actually, I'll just hop in the truck. That will be a lot easier. Actually, it may show you here. Right there. So we're going there. That will be our route. Mostly interstate. 9 hours and 54 minutes. And our next rest is in, let me get back in the truck so I can show you guys. 13 hours and 27 minutes. And it's a 9 hour, almost 10 hour drive. Can we do it? The way the last couple of episodes have went, your guess is as good as mine at this point. It's really been a shit show. So if you're coming back, I appreciate it. And I think I need to, I don't think I really explained why I sold the truck and quit trucking. So we may discuss that a little bit this evening. And I put in a different mod for loads and basically icons. So as you can see now, we have road cones around the trailer that we need to pick up. So it'll be the same thing on the other end. There will be road cones where we're supposed to park it. Man, I didn't mean to hit that hard. I was like that in real life as well, by the way. I just wanted to basically have the kingpin kiss the fifth wheel, but yet hard enough so it would latch. I mean, you're still gonna get out and get under there and look, and if it's nighttime like this, you point a little flashlight up there to make sure the locking jaws of the fifth wheel are latched completely, because even if you do a tug test, it may not be completely latched, and then you'll go to pull away and your trailer may end up on the back frame of your truck. If you're lucky, that's where you catch it. Otherwise, it'll just end on the ground. Don't ask me how I know. Actually, I'll tell you how I know. I've done that before. At a truck stop, actually, too, when I was with TMC. I had to, it was actually in Florida. I was in a hurry on my way home, and I had to, I guess I don't need my flashers on. I had to swap trailers with somebody. I actually had a loaded trailer, and they had an empty, so we were swapping. And I backed up to it and did a tug test and everything. Got all excited to head to the house and pulled out straight, which was fine. And the minute I turned left, I heard a huge bang. And I look in my mirror, and my flatbed trailer is not attached to the truck. So two things. Luckily, it was empty because it wasn't that... I mean, it was still a pain in the ass to raise up. But the other thing is I had to run into the pilot. It was at a pilot. I had to run into the pilot and buy new Glad hands and airlines because it completely ripped them off the truck. So, lesson learned, you know, being in a hurry actually cost me about an extra 3 hours. And also, I'm sure the statute of limitations had passed. Nobody knew about that. Other than me and the guy that I was swapping trailers with. Well, and everybody else at the truck stop that was probably sitting there laughing their ass off at me. But company never knew. I fixed my airlines and no damage to the trailer. But yeah, pay attention, folks.
After 50 yards, turn left.
And honestly, taking
Turn left.
literally 3 seconds, because I walked around the trailer. I mean, I checked all the lights. I did the, you know, the pre-trip on the trailer. I just didn't get under there and look because in my mind, I did a tug test and it was good. But it wasn't, so. And here I am again, not paying attention, wondering why that was so hard to take off. Because we have 39,000 pounds on the ass end, and I was trying to take off in 3rd gear. So that's why. For somebody that didn't want to screw up an episode, this is going well, isn't it? Oh. Well, come on, light. Really? I don't know why I rolled forward a little bit, like in real life, like that's gonna set a sensor off or something like that. Oh. Can we go now? Yes, thank you. Appreciate you. Once we get out of here on the interstate, I'll go over on why I sold my truck and quit trucking. I don't know if you guys care or not, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Trying to do too much at once here again. Okay, let's not hit that button. I almost hit the same button that I hit in episode 12. And that's all I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out. Okay, and this is another external contract, so we're going to be governed at 65. Do that so I can actually see my mirror. Alright, so why did I get out of trucking? What lane's closed up here? So basically I got out of trucking because, well, I'll give you, I mean, I've said in a previous episode, but if you haven't watched those, you really should. They're in a playlist. I mean, you can just go to the top one and hit autoplay and just go through them all on a, you know, whatever. If you're bored, kind of binge it like Netflix. Anyway, I left a month after high school, so I graduated in 92. And yes, I actually graduated. It's probably hard to believe. But I graduated in 92, and a month later, I was literally in San Antonio, Texas for basic training. After that, I did basic training there. I did the Security Police Academy, which is what it was back then. Now it's the Security Forces Academy, but back when I started that, law enforcement and security were two separate career fields. Anyway, now it's Security Forces, so that's probably how I will refer to it. So I did that at Lackland as well, right after basic training, and then after that, we had to go to Fort Dix, New Jersey, which is now called Joint Base McGuire. Same place, just anyway. But at that time, it was an Army base. Fort Dix was, I mean, and had to do air base ground defense training. Graduated that October, I believe, of 92, or early November, something like that. My first duty station was Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I can honestly say that I have been kicked out of every casino in Las Vegas that they had there in 92 because I was 18 and turned 19. And then I was there for 13 months, I think it was. And I got bored of it, really. I got tired of it. I was working mids, 12-hour shifts in the weapons storage area. And in 94, April 94, I went to Osan, Korea for a year. So I was in Korea for a year. In 95, I came back, was stationed at Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota in the missile field. And then the missile field closed. I think it was due to the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, the START Treaty, I believe is why it closed. Anyway, it closed in 2008. And from there, I went to Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina. So that was 98, yeah, 98. And then in 2001, I retrained into intelligence operations. And I was actually in intel school when 9/11 happened. As a matter of fact, we were on break, and of course, being in intel school, you know, every TV in the break room is on news channels, and yeah, let's just say shit changed. And those that were in the military know that everything went on instant damn lockdown, and yeah, so anyway. And then after I graduated intel school, I went back to Charleston and worked with the C-17s, so supported the C-17s with intelligence. And then while I was in that assignment, what the heck am I doing? I don't even need to shift. While I was at that assignment, I think 6 months after coming back, I went to Germany, because obviously the C-17s were deployed to Germany for airlift into Iraq. So did that, and then while I was in Germany, since I had the security forces background, our C-17s were getting shot at on a daily basis going into Baghdad, so they sent me down there to link up with the guys that are currently on the ground to see if we could figure out why and where shit was coming from, basically. So I did that, and then how many times was I in Germany? I think it was in Germany twice supporting C-17s. But that was kind of a cool TDY, because we also got to fly with the crews, basically like flying intel. So I've been to pretty much every country that ends in Stan or flown over it. And then after Charleston, I went to Dyess Air Force Base to the Operations Support Squadron and supported C-130s. And then while I was there, I got a no notice non-ball 365 to Iraq. And for those that don't really understand what I just said, that's basically, I didn't volunteer to go. They said, you're going. And then to make it even better, I had 30 days to get ready for a 1-year deployment. So after, okay, problems merging, nice. So after Iraq, came back, out-processed Dyess, and went to Scott Air Force Base in Illinois, which is Belleville, Illinois. But for those that want a big city, it's basically St. Louis, roughly. Of course, Prime. And then that was my last assignment, because that's where I came back from a year in Iraq, and there was other shit going on in my life at the time, and I made some dumb decisions and was administratively separated. So I moved, as you can tell, in that 16 years. I think if you count it up, that's eight moves, maybe 9 moves, maybe more than that. And then obviously after the military thing, I worked at Lowe's for 6 months, 8 months, but I applied for their receiving clerk, so basically the person that unloads all the trucks and does all the paperwork for all that crap. It was a 7 to 4 Monday through Friday job. And I, you know, basically made sure that the back room was all organized. You know, everything was put away where it was supposed to be put away and inventoried properly, all that crap. But through that process, obviously unloading trucks, I talked to a lot of drivers, right? Good and bad. But what I was learning is they were making lots more money than I was, right? And good Lord, Ty, words, it intrigued me. And as I said in one of the previous episodes, my dad drove a truck, right? So I won't say it was in my blood, but I remember being a little kid and we would take family vacations basically on his truck. And it was a blast. So I started looking into it, and honestly, I didn't know a damn thing about it then, and I was basically looking for somebody to pay for my school, right? Because that's the best way to do it, and that's where I found Swift. And then quickly learned that they had a reputation and all that other stuff, but again, I wasn't part of that reputation. But I seen why they have the reputation, let's put it that way. So yeah, it was 2009, late 2009, early 2010 when I did that. And then like I said, in 2012, I believe it was, is when I left them and then tried to go back to school for like a year and a half, and then realized that was not happening. Not having a good time doing that at all. And that's when I went to TMC. And then from TMC, I went to Transport America. And then in September of 21, I sold the truck. And what it came down to is I really didn't even want to lease another truck. That's why I was trying to keep.
Exit right ahead.
Well, that was a good maneuver, wasn't it? Oh, apparently him running into my trailer. Okay. Anyway, whatever. It's not a complete shit show yet. There's still time. So hold on. Where was I at? Oh yeah, so sold my truck in September 21. And I didn't even want to really lease that truck. I wanted to keep the truck I was currently in, because as you saw in episode 11 what the truck payment was, right? So I wanted to keep the truck I was already in because the lease was paid off. The truck was mine. Well, actually, I take that back. I had a balloon payment, but so I would have had to pay basically another year on the truck. But the plan was to keep it. But there was too much crap going wrong with it. I mean, it had 800... I put 800,000 miles on it in 5 years. Almost 900,000. So it was getting ready for... Typically, when a truck hits 1 million miles, you have to do... I think it's a top-end rebuild. Or maybe it's... No, I think it is top-end, is what they call it, a top-end rebuild. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a freaking mechanic, so whatever. It was going to cost a shit ton of money. So it was more economical. I know that doesn't make much sense, but it was more economical just to get a brand new truck that had a 5-year, 500,000 mile basically bumper to bumper warranty. So that's what I did, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be done trucking, but obviously, you know, everything, there's a time and place for everything, right? So, but my wife knew it. I was just getting frustrated, and bless her heart, because I don't know how many mornings she would call me and ask how my day was going, and I would just unload. Now, keep in mind, I'd already been driving for like 6 hours at that time, right? Because I'd leave at midnight or 12:30 from Forest City when my load was ready, and I would be down in Kansas City, hopefully before rush hour, or coming out of Kansas City as rush hour was coming in. But still, it's just a pain in the ass. And then I'm in a governed truck, so I can't, you know, move and all of that crap like I want to do, and it was just getting frustrating. And the longer I did it, the more frustrated I got. Oh wow, we have a scale we didn't have to pull into. So we did a lot of talking, and at the time when we really started talking about it, my wife was still active duty. So she was getting ready to retire, and then her getting another job, you know, I mean, so there was a lot of stuff going on at that time. So it wasn't a good time to do it. So she retired, and then got the job at Honeywell. And then COVID happens. And with that, and with the truck shortages and everything, I saw an opportunity, because I called the bank and I asked what I owed. So I then talked to the wife, and she ran the numbers again, and basically said that we would be fine. So that was that. So that's basically why I did it, because I wasn't happy. That's what it comes down to. And yes, I made decent money. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And do I like driving truck? Well, I'm driving one right now, right? In a freaking game. Now, if someone were to drop, I gotta be careful here, because I don't know who sees this video and somebody's just, you know, could call my bluff. I have no freaking clue, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If somebody dropped this truck off that I'm driving right now in the driveway, I would probably go back and get a CDL. But it has to be this truck. I don't want a Freightliner. I don't want, you know what I mean? And I thought about doing that too, but it's just, it's one of those things that's kind of dumb, right? So, bottom line is, I was not happy with the job. I was tired of traffic. Even now, if we go somewhere, my wife typically drives, because I can't freaking stand it. I mean, it's not that I can't stand it. I just, you know, when that's all you've done for, you know, so many years is basically just drive. So, yeah, that's why I like doing this now too, because I don't have to go anywhere. Because I don't like going anywhere. It's too peoply, as some would say. I'm not like, I mean, I'm not unlike thousands of veterans out there that go on deployments and their things change, right? I mean, I got back in 2006 from Iraq. And I'll still catch myself to this day driving down the road, and if I see like a bag of trash or something on the side of the road, I'm getting it over in the other lane instantly. What was that? Oh, loan installment. Good Lord, that was the same sound that they make when you get fined, so I thought I hit something, but yeah, so I don't do good with big crowds. 4th of July, which should be a happy time, it creates anxiety in me. I can't freaking stand it. Now, if I'm somewhere, so say I actually go to a firework event or something like that, I would be fine. But let's go back to the people. I don't like big crowds. So sporting events, anything like that, nope, you're not going to see me there. But yeah, any loud noise. It doesn't just have to be fireworks, but any loud noise like that. I don't like. Oh, she said keep left. Okay. So yeah, and that's part of what, you know, obviously going to therapy now, that's kind of part of what I'm working through. Although we haven't even got to that point, because she'll usually ask how things have gone since we talked last, and then we'll start talking on YouTube, and next thing you know, that hour's gone. So
Keep right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead. Exit right ahead.
oh, nice little pigtail. With the stoplight. Nice.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right.
Is it gonna stay green?
Turn right.
No. And I'm not even gonna try that shit today, because I don't want to fine. Also, I changed my mouse. I was using a Logitech M575. Anyway, it was a trackball, right, that you just move with your thumb. But it's obviously not very precise. So I went back to my Razer Viper Elite. So hopefully it's a little smoother, because I can actually change the DPI settings on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to get technical. I know some people are like, what the hell did he just say? Just anyway, it's better. There you go. Or should be. Anyway. It may depend on the operator as well, so let's just figure that shit in there. So that being said, it may not be any better.
Go straight.
So yeah, that's why I sold the truck. I know I didn't explain that. I made it sound like it was about money in episode 11 as I was watching it today. I was like, that didn't sound right. And then I also noticed in episode 11 as well, I don't know how I didn't see it. Because I actually edited that twice. I edited it, wow, the first time. And then I was going through the second time to get the timestamp times so I could put in the description when I uploaded it. And then I was like, how did I not realize I said this shit wrong? So then that's when I was like, I need to correct this. So then I recorded that little stint that I inserted. And so then I had to edit a third time. And I don't know if you guys know the part I'm talking about, but it's where I said that there wasn't any signs that say, you know, don't, trucks no entry or whatnot, and they were plain as day. Like, even when I turned left, one was directly in the center of the screen in my face that says, do not enter one way. Yeah, so anyway. I mean, if I wanted to, I could pull that down and edit it. Or I think I could even edit it on YouTube, but whatever. Y'all get me with all my flaws and imperfections. You are welcome. And also, in case anyone was wondering, this is what my wife has to put up with every single day. So, is she not an angel? Because we'll be having conversations like this, and my mind will just go stop mid-sentence at that thought and just go to a complete other thought mid-sentence. Somehow she keeps up with that. I don't know. Although sometimes she doesn't either, and then she'll look at me and she'll be like, could you go back and finish your last thought? And I'll be like, what was I talking about? And she'll have to remind me. Yeah, so it's, this is me. Can't fake it. Oh, another thing I did today, besides edited episode 12 and uploaded that, so that's ready to go. I played with Farm Sim. I don't like it, but I can make it work. I have to run it in windowed mode, which I don't prefer. I prefer exclusive full screen, which gives me the black bars on the left and right for the resolution I'm recording at. But for some reason, if I do it that way in Farm Sim, it squishes the image, and I don't know why. It's obviously a Farm Sim thing, because none of the other games I play like this do that, so but I can play it in windowed mode and it's fine. Just something I'll have to get used to, kind of like I had to get used to this, playing at this resolution. I also did try, I pulled up OBS, which is what I use to record. I pulled it up there and put it in my scene and everything, and even did the 32:9 super ultra wide resolution and transformed that to fit within the 2560 by 1440. And it would not look good at all on a phone. So it would look fine on a TV and a computer screen, but it would just look like ass on a phone. So I'm not gonna do it. But I'm trying to also think what I would do with Farm Sim. Because I'm... like some of these guys, I guess I'll promote his channel because he's awesome. If you're a Farm Sim person. And if you are a Farm Sim person, you probably know... I gotta listen to these jakes. Like, we can't interrupt. It's like this... You know what I mean? Few things sound better than that coming down a hill. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, Farm Sim. Mr. Sealy P. He's been doing this for years. He was one of the first people I found when I was searching for Farm Sim bids. And oddly enough, this guy plays, records, and I think he even edits all his stuff on PlayStation. So, but he does daily mod videos, and he does, anyway, where I was going with this, he almost does like a role play in a way, not on multiplayer or anything, just with him, but he has a story. And then, you know, just does different episodes and all this other stuff, which I'm not that creative, I'll just put it that way.
Turn right.
To come up with a narrative of, you know. So I don't even know what I would do. I'm kind of hungry. Should stop at McDonald's. How are we doing on time? 3 hours and 1 minute before we have to sleep. Oh, we only got 34 minutes to get there. Okay, Ty, don't, just calm down. There's still 32 miles to F something up. But yeah, I am not sure what I would do. I mean, I guess I could just do my thing, right? And then I don't know how I would want to do it, because now there's, well, there was in 19.2, but there's precision farming. Now they also have it in 22 where you get rocks in your field. I mean, you can turn that off. Typically, I play with weeds turned off because I'm not going to go out and spray herbicide or with the weed thing. That's just an extra step I don't want to frickin' do. Yes, I know real farmers have to do that, but it's a damn game and I can turn it off, right? So yeah, I don't know how I would do that. So, although I guess that could be a good, which I don't know how many people would watch it either, though. But I guess I could stream it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'm having fun doing this right now. And that's the other thing. I haven't even really played European Truck Simulator 2. Right? YouTube wouldn't let me get away with it, but the title of that series could be like Jackass American Tours Europe or something like that, right? That'd be kind of a clickbaity title, wouldn't it? Anyway, they wouldn't let me get away with it. I could figure something out, though. But yeah, so I could do that, too. Because, like I said, I know nothing about German trucks and all of that crap. Thinking about that now, you think some of these episodes are a shit show. Holy crap. And then get me in England where I gotta drive on the opposite side of the road. Jeez. Although, I don't know, maybe those videos would do really well. Okay, Challenger, how about you put that accelerator down, because I have to turn right up here and nobody's gonna let me in. So I'm gonna have to squeeze this car over, and they're not gonna stop either, so okay. And neither are they. Sometimes this game amazes me on how accurate it really is. But there's a trick. Let me see if I can do it. I can probably do it if I pop out. If you hug them close enough, see how he stopped? Oh, well, probably because it was a red light, but I was out there far enough because I didn't get fined.
After 50 yards, turn right.
I bet you I'm supposed to be turning right here.
Right.
Yep, okay. Freaking Walmart has a gate. Anyway. Hey, open your gate. Oh, that's like...
You have reached your destination.
Okay, I'm proud of myself. Other than that little car accident thing, I mean, this was pretty much a uneventful episode, huh? Watch this be the worst damn episode, too. Although it's not over. Alright. So that is over on the other side. Okay. Center this back up. Hey, CR England trailer. Not just talking about you. Well, not today, but if you know, you know. Okay. Alright, so this delivery makes sense, although I don't know if you saw what I saw, but so I'm gonna go down here and spin around. Saw a little graphical oops. Anybody need a pallet? And I don't know who the hell they have picking up their garbage, but they might want to call them again. Or maybe it's not the day to get it picked up, I don't know. Alright, so we need to go over here. Yeah, see how those cones are... They're like David Blaine cones. They're levitating in the air. Alright, did I do that right? See how close I am. I'm not really close at all. I want that in reverse. Why are you doing that? Why did my camera just do that? Okay. Would you stop? Okay. I'm turning that whole camera thing off as you turn shit. I mean, yes, it's off in reverse, but... Alright, so now I need to come over. I think I need to crank this harder. Okay. How the hell did that do that so damn quick? See, I told you, I got too confident about it turning into a shit show. Okay, this... frickin' camera. I hope there's not a collision on that cone. Okay, good. Because I need to re-straighten this. Something like that. And now I just have to make sure that I don't hit the truck over there. Oh, this is going to be close. Because this is cutting, but I need to get under it right now. So, we would do what we do in real life. Yeah, see how close that is? Ooh, that is downhill. That was kind of like in real life too. Okay, that's not bad. I'm in between those yellow. But they okay, so the cargo thing popped up, but I could have swore it said that there would be green, bright green tape that flashed on the back cones. And I don't see that. Okay, anyway, Ty. You know the other thing, I know I've said that that yawning shit is annoying. I have 2 hours and 2 minutes before I have to rest. High value or fragile. High value rank 2 is 10% higher. And rank 2, so they are the same. We'll go with high value. Alright, got that. Let's get this done. Oh wow, we're doing good on time. It's still gonna probably be an hour long, but are you shitting me? Okay, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna go run down here. There's probably a Walmart employee or somebody right now writing down my truck number. Oh wait, I don't have a truck number on here, so not even a company, so we're good.
Turn left.
Ooh, KFC. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This may be one of these where I need to pull one of these maneuvers. Oh, look at you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Or
Go straight.
whatever you identify as nowadays. And we're going to be on the left-hand side, so I'll just stay in this lane. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty damn proud of myself on this episode. Although some of you are probably disappointed because it wasn't as big of a shit show as it normally is. Don't worry, there's plenty. We're a long way from 5 million, so there's plenty of time yet.
Go straight.
Are there any signs? Can I pull in this way? Actually, no, I want to be down here because the fuel pumps are down over there. I may as well fuel too. Wow, this is almost like real life. This is kind of what I would do actually in real life is
You have reached your destination.
fuel before taking my break if I was staying at a truck stop, which for the last 6 years I didn't have to do. But when I was OTR, that's what I would try and do, is fuel first, because if you remember from the hours of service thing, I have to go on duty right now, so it's, you know, just get it done now. Or the other thing you can do is, wow, fuel's 538 in Wyoming. The other thing you can do is, actually, no, you can't now anymore because of the whole e-logs the minute you move the truck. Okay, back in the day, when you could actually move the truck, even on e-logs without, you know, had that buffer, you could actually pull up to the fuel island and do all that, and then go on duty and combine that with your pre-trip. But yeah, now you can't do that shit, so some of the reason it's just good to do it before you park for the evening. Okay, so let's spin around here next to this guy. Where'd he go? Oh, right there. Well, I will park by this pole. Just like that. Truck off. 99. 2:30 in the morning. Alrighty. Already did our skill point. Check the freight market right quick. But it's probably going to be another one of these, which I don't know. They pay really well, right? But they're kind of boring. I would really like to for example, one of these out of Riverton. Actually, you know what? We've already done an escorted load, haven't we? So you guys have seen that. So I could do this. Although that's the case. I'd rather take John Deere. No offense. I like green better. Anyway. Actually, I like that route better too. Expires 18 hours, 29 minutes. 10-hour drive. Set GPS. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 12 comes to an end. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And until the next one, y'all take care. Bye.